Morning, subscribers. This is day 6 and I haven't had a coffee, haven't had any urge to do the coffee, but as promised I want to do a summary of my experience so far, the things that have worked and the experiences that I have gone through. So after 5 days I feel confident that I have actually broken it. I had no headaches after the 3rd day. I have noticed that in particular I think I have a little bit more sleepiness, particularly after meals. So I think the caffeine was allowing me to push through feelings of sleepiness, which is what you would expect anyhow. The other thing is I have less nighttime teeth clenching, which I think is a positive thing. I've noticed a little bit of it, but definitely not as pronounced as it used to be. The other thing is, it's a bit of a personal one, but I used to get sort of like almost like sores in my hairline, probably from dehydration and stress. In the scalp, they've I would say almost gone. And in terms of a strategy, I think the fundamental aspects that have helped me is that I picked my own strategy. It was a clear and concise strategy, and I just went for it. Now I think that anyone out there should bear in mind that there will be people that will challenge your strategy, so it's probably best to kind of keep it quiet, I suppose. And even the ones that love you most will challenge your strategy. And my technique at that moment was to use it like a coating to an iron rod that would strengthen the iron rod rather than weaken it. So I just imagined that when the advice was given and I didn't like it, I would use it as a strengthening agent to my resolve to overcome and work through this battle. And the other thing that really helped was realizing that this is a habit, that it's not a full-blown physiological dependency, and that I'm just sort of reading some of my notes here, that you have this habit which is obviously usually a morning habit. Have coffee after breakfast or morning tea. When I go for like group rides or group walks, I can think, it'd be nice to have a coffee now. That it isn't a physiological dependency, but you will have some withdrawal symptoms like headaches, other things like that. And I guess in summary right now is I don't feel like I need it at all. Like I went to a cafe this morning and I looked at the coffee and I didn't feel like I needed it. I like the taste of coffee and I like a coffee, but at this point I want to keep going with my strategy. So my question was, well, why do I need it? I'll have a banana milkshake instead. And then the last thing that probably is on my mind is the next test for me is that if I have a major deadline at work, can I avoid caffeinating myself to pump myself up to get to that moment to deliver? Can I do it caffeine free, which is it's been over 20 years since I've been doing that, and I have sort of almost been relying on coffee to as a crutch, I suppose, a clutch clutch to get myself over the line. And in some sense, I think sometimes it's been a hindrance because you're over caffeinated and you can't think clearly. See you next time. Like and subscribe.